you, you can connect to the living God. You can get everything that God promised you that he wants you to have. And guess what? I'm going to prove it to you. He is not going to give it to you when you still attached to the world. Now, 1 John, over in 1 John, let's look at verse 2. 1 John, the 2nd chapter, right quick. 1 John, 2nd chapter, and let's look at verse 15. Verse 15. Let's go over there and read that. And what did that scripture say?
Love not the world.
Now stop right there. He just told you don't love it. Now, he said, love not the world.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Now, the word things means more than one. It's got an S on the end of the word things. He said, don't even love it. He said, love not the world. Neither the things that are where?
In the world.
That are where?
In the world.
Well, wait a minute. Houses and cars and food and all that is in the world. But he said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Now, did he say y'all couldn't have them? No, he didn't say that. He just said, don't fall in love with it. And when people fall in love with stuff, they begin to worship it. If they don't have it, they're not happy. If they can't get it, they sad. Because see what you want with God, see you want a love relationship with the things that are in the world, and God ain't going to give it to you. Even if you're his child. Even though I'm a teacher and I'm a man of God, but if God see that I love a Bentley, and all I talk about, brothers, a Bentley, yeah, when I get that Bentley, y'all want the church to raise that money so I can pull up in a Bentley, in the morning, so y'all can say, ooh, pastor, it's clean, pastor, it's on it. God say, you'll never get that car from me. He said, because you're in love with it. And he will not give you anything that you're in love with without over him. And he said, love him with your whole heart, with your whole soul, and with all your mind. He said, you're supposed to love him. And while people ain't getting it, they think that their faith ain't working. No, you in the world with love. See, you try to tell God to give you something that you love the most. And he ain't going to do it. Because he said a friend of the world is an enemy to God, right? So, you in this world, and he said, don't even love the things of the world. Well, if I can't love it, then I can't pray for it. Then God, how am I going to get these things that you talking about that's in the world, the house, the car, the money, and you told me don't fall in love with it? And how many know when people fall in love with stuff in the world, that love relationship that you have with what you're attached to, the results of that thing is the outcome of what you're going to go through in your life. Even if you're in love with your own will. Some people in love with their own will. They can tell you, hey, well, look, you don't need to do that. Well, I guess y'all can't tell me what to do. Okay, nobody tell me you go get some teaching. I'm not doing it. Well, we're going to pray to God that God would really work with you. God said, I am not going to work with anybody that's in love with the world and got a friendship with the world. He said that's the enemy of God. When you get like that, he said that's the enemy of God. Now just think, the enemy, y'all keep thinking about Satan, the devil, but God is more concerned about how you attach to the world. And some people are so attached to the world to the fact they fall in love with that realm. And in that realm, the manifestations of how you know that world is in you, look at the fight and the war and the enemy. He said all that happens in the world. That don't come out of no kingdom. He said you're attached to the world. And he said love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. See, so that world that you in, you can't even talk to God out that world. Let me prove something to y'all right quick. Or you're learning something. Because see, I'm getting whatever God has for you. And I want someone to go and find that verse where the Bible says,